Hi guys, Artiar here. So when I'm recording this video here at test server, they posted an announcement for the game optimization. So they changed two things. One is the Tirrel continues stacking even after death. So they fixed this. So they said that this is a bug. So previously why she's actually so broken as well is because after she died, she's still able to keep stacking the God Summer buff on them, which makes like unstoppable, because after she died, if she can still stack the God Summer, basically every time as long as she's after the battle, then if she dies, then she is able to stack the God Summer into the co-op even she died, and only to trigger this only 4 stacks. So it's very easy to trigger it, but they fixed this, so it's actually a bug, not like a feature. So if you actually manage to kill Tirrel like at the start of the combat or before she actually starts stacking up stuff, your team here will no longer get God Summer stack. Okay, so this is a major fix for them. And then for the skill 2 here, adjust the ability S1, so the true damage now is equal to 90% of Tirrel's max HP. So previously is 120%, and then now is 90%. They dropped the S1 damage to by 30%, so overall the damage output wise is still going to be high. So for those players who are actually excited for Tirrel damage, it nerfed a bit but not too much, so overall it's still going to be strong. Then I would say that it's still very strong, right? Probably still broken, but they dropped 30% of it, so probably you can't able to one shot and one poke them now, but probably 2 poke or probably 3 poke. Okay, so let's say a team like this, if I challenge it, overall the damage wise is still going to be almost the same. Like 30% of max HP is big, okay, I would say it's big, but I think it's still enough to kill people, especially the defender team, because you're actually doing true damage, right? Alright, so I just make it auto. Okay, then Sakura buff up, then they will start getting the God Summer stack because they take the action, now become 3 stack. Okay, Tirrel here, stone, so become 3 stack. Lim here, trigger S3, bonus turn, and will become 3 stack as well. So now become co-op. Look at it, the S1 damage here is actually still pretty high. The moment they go co-op, and then because this is the R6 Tirrel, and the moment they got co-op, and then the R6 Tirrel will poke them, and the damage is still high enough to actually poke the enemy to kill it. So overall the damage output there is still there. Alright, so whatever make her OP will still make her OP, just that the damage output is lower down, and when you are fighting like the character that are not really too strong or too high HP, you can actually poke them to, and kill them. But the current damage you are looking at now is actually with the point wall buff, which is this one. You have the 50% HP increase, so probably not going to be that accurate, but you get the idea of the stats, right? But this one here is at R6, so if you are not really a R6 Tirrel, so let's say you are just aiming to get her at R0, right? Then probably it won't be that broken now, because if it actually requires you to poke 2 times after the nerf, because now the damage multiplier is reduced to 90%. So if it actually makes you needed to poke 2 times, then it is a balanced Esper now. Okay, probably not balanced, but it's still strong. But it's not as broken as previously. It's because the Reso. So the showcase I'm showcasing now is at R6, because every time they get co-op, then she get a free poke. That's the reason why she's able to clear the enemy so fast. But if you're only at R0, then her weakness is pretty obvious. So there's actually a few weakness when Tirrel is still not like high Reso wise. So if you're at R0, your Tirrel cannot get control. If your Tirrel actually get control, then enemy no longer have God Summer stack. Okay, so your Tirrel here have to avoid to get control. If it's an active turn, then every enemy here also reduce 1 stack of God Summer. So you cannot build her too fast, because if she takes too fast of the action, she will help the enemy to remove the God Summer, and if she get control, enemy will remove all the God Summer stack. Okay, so her playstyle when you are at lower Reso, you can only focus on low speed and try to avoid to get control, and then you have to wait for her turn is actually pretty long, because you want to wait for her speed, right? Because you're gonna build her very slow, so you want to wait for her to have her turn and enemy got cold web, needs a little bit of RNG, then she only able to poke on the target. So in terms of PvP, from what I'm looking at now, I can predict is when it at R0 in PvP, Tirrel won't be that strong. Okay, probably R1 here will help you for a PvP performance. Then R2 here for PvE, it will benefit a lot. I'm not sure in how much the damage output is going to be PvE, but at least for now, I haven't tested PvE. R4 here will be good. Then R4 here will remove one weakness, which is the control weakness. Because one of the weakness is getting control. If you get her to R4, then she can remove the control weakness. Then the weakness became only the speed issue and also the co-op issue. Then R6 is the perfect form, which still makes her very OP because as the moment people actually get co-op, then she able to poke them and kill them. Okay, so in my opinion, if you can't get Tirrel to R6, you don't have to worry about her because enemy now will. You need to make your Tirrel alive because now they already changed they fixed the bug. So Tirrel now dying. After Tirrel dying, Gossamer stack won't continuously to stack. And then Tirrel have to build very slow, or else Tirrel will help you remove the Gossamer stack. And then Tirrel will only rarely able to poke the S1 because it takes time for her to actually take a turn. Okay, but she will still gonna be a very annoying Esper because of the passive of the co-op able to dispel the enemy passive. So it's gonna be a very good thing. Let's say, just treat her as a supporter at the back row and make the enemy get co-op and then no longer have the passive. So let's say Moriyama no longer have the passive, then you use other enemy to kill the target. Then it will be very good at R0. So I will be making the R0 showcase as well for Tirrel after it goes live. I will be summoning for her. Then I will show everyone like how strong is she at R0. Cause at R0 after the bug changes, then Tirrel no longer become like a nuke DPS at R0. Okay, so then R0 she will only become like a pure controller with very low DPS because you can't really trigger the S1 very often. But if you give her to R6, that's a different situation. Okay, I'll make a few videos when she's released to global. But for now, I will say that R0 is no longer that scary because they changed the bug. Then R1 to R1 to R3 is for PvE. R4 is for PvP to remove one weakness. Then R6 is still meta broken. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and feel free to comment down what you guys think about after the Tirrel nerf, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support, and special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.